Hello everybody, it's Joe here and welcome back to another episode of Train Simulator Classic. Today you're joining us on our voyage, part 2 of our journey today from London King's Cross through to Cambridge. We're at Welwyn Garden City, there's a Class 700 that's just gone zooming past and we are on our Class 387. It's a double set and there's quite a few passengers getting off, goodness me. Oh no, is that train sim glitch? Can we... Oh no, we can actually close the doors. Right, okay. That's absolutely fine. I had it the other day where we were, there was that many passengers here we couldn't actually set off. It wouldn't let me close the doors. So, yeah, as we're a DOO service, I guess we can close the doors. We're just going to trap people in. But I guess this is a game and real life traps and drags aren't simulated for obvious reasons. Now, yes, we're actually due out at 8:56. We've got a little bit of standing time here, so there's no immediate rush. I just want to double check that that everything's set up. We've got the driver on the operation activated again. They are released. Yeah, okie dokie. And we're just about ready to go. We've got a red signal, of course, so we can't set off too soon. Otherwise, oh, you see what is happening down there. It just seems to be a bit of a glitch with this, with not just this route. I was going to say this route, but actually it was London to Peterborough. It's a train sim glitch that appears to have just sort of come about recently. That is a lot of people. It is a hell of a lot of people, really, isn't it? Yeah, not brilliant. Shall we have a picture? Let's just have a picture. Yeah, it seems to be happening on my train sim. I've never had this glitch before until recently, and then it seems to just be... There we go, we'll have a screenshot. Look, they're spilling out. They seem to be duplicating and multiplying, and any minute now we're probably going to have an out-of-memory issue, aren't we? An out-of-memory error. Oh, we've got something else coming the other way now. Let's... Is there no way that we can just sort of reset these people? I guess when we move on it should be fine. Look at that. And a zoomer going the other way. Give him a wave. Oh no, I forgot he probably won't wave to us. He'll be far too important in his pointy nose rocket train to wave to the scum on the stopping service. Yes, we won't even be on his radar, will we? I mean, he probably should have stopped seeing all those people evacuating onto the track, but never mind. I'll tell you what we're going to do, just to see if it makes any difference whatsoever. Actually, no, it probably won't, because this is open, isn't it? Yeah, you see, that should really have... Yeah, tell you what, I'll restart this and see how we get on. Yes, as always, it appears that turning it off and on again appears to do the trick. So yes, right, we are finally ready to go. The Azuma has just passed, as you can just see that disappearing off around the corner there. We do still need to wait, however, until this signal shows a proceed aspect. So it is actually time for departure now, according to our schedule. Welwyn Garden City at 8:56. So we should actually be shutting the doors. The platform duties are showing as complete, but obviously we won't shut the doors until we've got a signal showing anything other than a red, because to do so would be a felony. Now, where are we going to be driving? We're going to be driving to Baldock, which is how some lovely person in the comments told me that's how you pronounce it. Not Baldock or Baldock, it's Baldock, apparently. B-A-L-L space dock. That's the phonetics. Right, there we go. We'll get that shut. Get the doors shut, DRA off, into gear, and as soon as we've got the lights, yes we have. Right, off we go. We've only got a single yellow, so we're not going to absolutely cane it off the line for obvious reasons. Now, we did have a little bit of problems with this scenario. I've managed to fix it by deleting a train. There was actually meant to be 2 services that go past us here. I mean, obviously you can see we've got the red signal, so we'll just take it steady. There was meant to be 2 services that overtake us, but the second service seemed to break. It stopped in the not in the platform, but on the through lines at Welwyn Garden City. It didn't continue through, despite the signal that's just turned yellow in front turning green. It was very, very bizarre. So I've just deleted that train, and fingers crossed, everything seems to be working going to plan. So yeah, we'll just plod, because again, there's a red signal. There's no point caning it past, is there? We've got the Welwyn sidings on the left-hand side there. I was actually quite surprised to see that there's Class 700s in there. I'd have thought it had just been 717s. Obviously, the Moorgate services turn around and shunt and whatnot into there. I didn't realise that there would be 700s in there as well, because I don't think they're used on the Moorgate services, are they? Because they have to have the door at the front. But yeah, it's interesting to see. I mean, Magic Toad's scenarios are all done on real world, what goes where usually. It's all a real timetable, so I'm assuming that they were in there on the said date. Yeah. Right, okie dokie, coming up to the red now. We're going to have to wait for that service to pass us, aren't we? I wonder if it's anything exciting. I'm going to guess, an LNER of some sort. Maybe even a Hull Trains or Grand Central. Some open access going past. Although, to be fair, we've actually seen a Grand Central already, haven't we? So it's probably not going to be a Grand Central. There we go. We'll knock it down to 15. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's a Class 700. Should have guessed, really, shouldn't I? Oh, it looks like a 12 car as well. I didn't actually count as they went past, but it looks jolly long, doesn't it? Right, there we go. We'll come to a steady stop. Into neutral, DRA on. Lovely. I mean, we could end up sitting here for quite a while. It depends if the signal decides it's playing ball. Goodness me, there's something coming the other way again. There's a lot that we've actually seen going southbound, isn't there? There's so many trains. Positively ridiculous, isn't it? Oh, wow. Off we go already. You don't get a driver. You have reset the DRA. Don't get that on these, obviously, do you? Right, we'll have a bit of notch 4, because I reckon even though it's a yellow, which means the next signal is, of course, a red, I reckon that the chap in the 700 will probably have got to the next block section by the time we get there. So we'll accelerate with the intention of going straight to Welwyn North. What have we got? Oh, look, we've got a yellow already. Magic. Absolutely magical. Right, we'll just carry on at full speed then. Look at that. Oh, it does sound good, doesn't it, in the saloon. Let's just not go too fast that we miss the station, though. You know, there's been a lot building up to this. My goodness me, another train going southbound already. There's a lot of traffic on the East Coast Main Line today, isn't there? I wonder if something was running late by any chance. I mean, we're running late now. We're a minute behind because of that 700. That's a double set. LNER going south there. What have we got? We've got the... yeah, there we go. Welwyn North out at 9 o'clock. So yeah, we're a little bit late. It's fine. It's fine. Step 2 doesn't seem to stop as... I'm sure that these things used to stop quicker. There we go. Ooh, we've got a flashing yellow ahead as well. Into neutral, doors open. Come on, don't glitch on me now. I'm really paranoid that it's going to glitch like it was doing. I've not even restarted the game. I just restarted another scenario. No, we seem to be fine, don't we? Right, we'll allow the boarding and alighting to complete. And then we'll carry on with our jolly journey. Right, doors shut, into gear. Right, we've got the interlock, notch 1. I don't want to accelerate too fast that we slip. But of course we need to get a wriggle on, so we'll bob it in full power. Where are we going next? Knebworth. Knebworth 9:04 arrival. 9:04 departure, sorry, and we're not due in until 9:04:47. Goodness me. I don't like running late on train sim. I don't know what it is. I guess I'm just quite a punctual person in real life. I just don't like to run late places. I find I get quite stressed out. So I'm no good at OMSI, because if I end up running late, I end up flooring it everywhere and the passenger comfort just drops through the floor. Obviously, safety and passenger comfort has to be your top priority at all times, doesn't it? So obviously we're going to be coming off onto the slower lines here. We're on the fast lines now. Another LNER service. Just a little dinky 5 car that time. So I think what we'll do is we'll accelerate to about 70, would you say? So we've got a double flash in yellow, so this will probably be a single flash in yellow. Or it should be anyway. Have a little bit of braking just in case the next thing I mean the next one should be a single yellow, shouldn't it? I'll have a little bit of braking just in case. I mean, it should be a single yellow, but with train sim, you just never quite know, do you? Loves to throw you a curveball. Oh, there we go. Right, we've got to proceed. You can see on the banner repeater there. That'll do for me. Obviously, it's the lower one because we're going off to the left. The taller one is the main line. Oh, we've got a green as well. Fantastic. That makes things a lot better. I mean, to be honest with you, with the Class 700 going hurtling past, I imagine that it was well out of the way. But, you know, like I say, train sim, you just never quite know, do you? You might expect to see something in real life, but, yeah, train sim, yeah. You should never be complacent with this game. It's what many years of gaming on this particular game have taught me. Right, 75. Let's see if we can get to 75 before Knebworth. My mother went down to Knebworth many years ago. She went to see Robbie Williams. That's literally the only thing that I know about Knebworth. I'm sure there's many little interesting factoids that you could probably tell me in the comments, but yeah, that's the only thing I know was that Robbie Williams once played there. I didn't go because I was only young. Right, what time are we due out? The good thing, however, is that obviously these, because we're managing our own dispatch, there's no times to be anywhere, so we will pass the scenario regardless of what happens, so long as we actually manage to stop at all the stations. If we manage to stop at the stations, we're fine. There we go. Obviously, we don't need to worry about the DOO monitors because we've got our own cameras. I mean, they're not working today, so we should probably be running with a guard, but you know how it is. It's typical, isn't it? I really wanted to show off the Class 317 pack from Armstrong Powerhouse, which has just come out in the past week. And literally, the day that I did, in fact, it was the day that I put part 1 of this video out, that Armstrong Powerhouse decided to release that pack. I was like, for goodness sake. Right, platform duties complete. Let's get the door shut. And let's get motoring. Let's try his best to get a bit of notch 4. Keep it at that. Oh, we've got a double yellow. I mean, I'm guessing that means that the 700... Has that come to a stop at Stevenage, maybe? I don't know. I know Knebworth isn't far south of Stevenage. I mean, I couldn't imagine that 700... Doesn't all Thameslink stuff stop at Stevenage? I mean, oh no, hang on. I say that. There's some stuff that goes fast to Cambridge now, isn't there? Or I've certainly seen in my time something that goes fast to Cambridge. Right, full steam ahead. Let's get to 75 for Stevenage. I think we can do that in our little Electrostar, can't we? Or pair of Electrostars, that is. Oh, wow, we've actually had to use the DSD. Fantastic. Maybe that service has come to a stand in Stevenage. We've got a red signal. Unless it's a controlled signal. Maybe it's not an automatic one. I mean, Stevenage does have a couple of little junctions, doesn't it, beforehand? A couple of crossovers. So maybe, just maybe, it's just a controlled signal that has nothing to show because there's not a train due. You never know, do you? Right, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll approach a little bit faster. Ah, yeah, look, it's showing a red at the other end of Stevenage as well. There's just nothing to show. We'll bob a bit of step 2 braking in. Just to slow down a little bit quicker. Because again, we're trying to catch up time, aren't we? What time are we away from Stevenage? 9:08. Right, okay, so we're not doing too badly. Perhaps I'm just not cut out to be a intense commuter train driver. Perhaps I'm more suited to express, where you don't actually have to sort of do an awful lot. You know, this is very like stop, start, stop, start. You have to sort of be a bit brave with your braking, don't you? Leave it till the last minute. Maybe I'm just not cut out for that sort of lifestyle. Who knows? Have we got by the stop board? I don't know. Right, there we go. Let's have a look outside. Oh, that wasn't that bad. It'll do. I mean, the whole train is accommodated on the platform, so, you know, you can't really ask for a lot more than that, can you? Oh, there's a 700 coming the other way. Maybe we can't keep time because the 700s are quicker. Maybe that's why. And also we were screwed over, weren't we, by the other chap. The 700 going northbound. God, they come in with some speed, don't they? Let's get them doors shut. Hitchin, next stop. Of course, Hitchin's where we'll leave the East Coast Main Line. Off we go. Creaky chair, goodness me. Where are we stopping next? Hitchin due in 9:12, due out at 9:13. I reckon that we're probably going to end up waiting at Hitchin for something to go past us. Because obviously we need to turn right across the East Coast Main Line. However, there is now a new flyover at Hitchin, isn't there, that we could go up and over. So we'll see. We'll see if that's... they might be sending us over there. It would make sense, wouldn't it, really? Saves them having to stop traffic on the north and the southbound fast lines. I mean, they probably send everything over there, don't they? Let's face it. Hitchin 3.5 miles. Oh, we're practically semi-fast, aren't we? I don't know if there's anything... are there any other stations between here and Hitchin? I guess we shall see. No, I don't think there are, is there? There's... no, it's Hitchin and then Stevenage. I think. Maybe. I always forget which way around Knebworth and Stevenage are, but obviously Stevenage is further north because we've just stopped there. Yeah. Yeah, I imagine that at this point we are the stopper. We don't seem to have gone through any platforms quickly recently, do we? So, yeah, I imagine that we are the stopper. Probably for the rest of the trip. With them not having speed set, you do tend to find that you're notch 1, idle, notch 1, idle, step 1, idle, notch 1, idle. You know, you're forever sort of letting the speed go up and down ever so slightly. It means that you don't have to press the DSD ever, you know, particularly often. Ooh, we've got some restrictive aspect signals on the fast line there, a bit of yellows. Hitchin fast approaching here. think we'll leave it till about 55. Just over half a mile, sorry. Bang it in a bit of notch 2 just to see if we can catch up a bit more of that time. What time are we due in? Hitchin, due in at 9:12. We're not due in until 9:14. Oh, we are losing time hand over fist. Sounding good in the passenger saloon there. That scream of the metal wheels on the metal rails. Oh, beautiful. Right, there we go. Bit of step 1 and a bit of step 2. Coming sailing round the corner here. I mean, it seems like from an outsider looking in, up north, the train drivers seem to be more encouraged to, you know, give a smooth ride, be more, you know, sort of be mindful of how much brake you're using so that the passengers get the best possible ride. That seems to be kind of the message that's conveyed. Every driver has his or her unique driving style, but you know, it does seem that is the way, whereas down south it sort of seems like it's right, full power or full braking, because there's another train about 60 seconds behind you, so you know, you need to really get a wriggle on. Oh, it looks like we're not going over the junction either, we're going up and over. You see, like, I don't think coasting into a platform at 16 mile an hour on Thameslink and Great Northern would be acceptable. I think it'd be, no, you're delaying other trains now. I mean, look at us, 2 minutes late, goodness me. Oh, hang on, we are going across, are we? No, hang on. I'm confused. Someone explain it. Well, that would indicate we're going right. But the points... Oh, right, hang on. The points are sort of... There's a gap there and there's a gap there. But that is a bigger gap. So, yeah, I think we're going across. Lovely. Oh, I thought we were going to get to go over the flyover, you know. Right, come on, passengers. This is the point where I'd have my head out the window blowing my whistle at them. Right, doors are closing. Weird to think there's quite a few, like, stations up here with a decent number of passengers travelling through them, and they're all just self-dispatch, aren't they? There's doesn't seem to be dispatch stations. I'm assuming we're going back across the ladders, so to speak. I bet this will look like we're snaking across, won't it? Look at that, yeah. Proper weave that we've got on us there. And then as soon as the back end gets past there, right, 40, bang, up to speed. Yeah, wave bye-bye to the East Coast Main Line, everybody. We won't be coming back to that for the rest of this little miniature series, this little series of journeys. I was seeing that somebody had made a Class 317 Cambridge to London King's Cross. I thought we could actually do the return journey as like a miniature series. So we could do like Cambridge to Baldock, Baldock to Welwyn Garden City, and then Welwyn Garden City to London King's Cross in a 317, the new Armstrong Powerhouse. Excuse me, the new Armstrong Powerhouse 317 to be precise. Right, there we go. We're speeding a little bit, but I'm sure it's fine. They'll be okay with it when they realise we've got time to make up. You know, we're just trying to catch up a bit of time. Letchworth Garden City, the next stop. A lot of garden cities on the East Coast Main Line, isn't there? I didn't realise there were so many. Seems an odd 50 mile an hour, doesn't it? You'd sort of think that you'd be able to do 80 right from the off. Maybe it's just this corner. I don't know. It looks like a corner you probably would be able to do at least 70 round, doesn't it? Maybe the track's a little bit weak in this area. I don't know. I wonder why. I'm sure there'll be a reason. There usually is. Ooh, a little bit quick on your acceleration again there, Joe. Another 387 going southbound. Give them a wave. I'm sure they're more likely to wave at us than the LNER trains. Oh, we're catching up time. Letchworth Garden City due in at 9:18, and we are actually going to get there for 9:18 at the minute. Right, there we go. Bit of brake, bit of step 2 braking. This really is pushing the limits of how late I dare leave it. I really don't want to go sliding through, particularly not now we've made it this far together. Oh no, it looks like we go downhill as well. That might impact our braking ability. Or maybe we're... Are we going downhill? 1 in 2, 4, 4. Come on, we can do this. See, I think these stop boards are a little bit far down the platform. Actually, no, to be fair, that's pretty alright. I didn't realise that this accommodated 12 coaches. Oh, there we go. We'll, oh, look at that. That's practically perfect. Alright, Mary Poppins. There we go. We're actually here at 09:18 as well. That is awesome. We're actually going to get to Baldock roughly on time. Splendid. It's a nice little route, this, isn't it? I've not actually done too much on this. I mean, I think, from what I understand, Alan Thompson is from this neck of the woods, which is why the Cambridge lines have played quite a big presence on what Alan Thompson Sim has done. It's always nice to see your own local route, isn't it, on Train Simulator? I'm just hoping that at some point they do the Calder Valley from Leeds to Manchester Victoria via Bradford and via Dewsbury, but then down through Hebden Bridge. I think that would be absolutely awesome. I know it's a favourite of Magic Toad's as well. Could you imagine getting to drive that up and down with like a Northern Class 158? That'd be awesome. Maybe Dovetail Games could do it and bring out a 195 while they're at it. Oof, steady on. Steady on. Full steam ahead. I wonder if we get to about 60 odd before it starts beeping at us again. What was it, 65 last time? Ish. Nope, a little bit more. There we go, 67. Can we get to 80? Of course we can get to 80. Going to actually have to be quick because we don't have that much time in Baldock, do we? And that's where I've got to do the exit of the video. So yeah, I'll start doing it now then. Baldock, that's roughly another half an hour in the third episode of this, which will be coming at some point next week, I'm sure. Disaster averted. We will drive the remaining half an hour section from Baldock through to Cambridge, stopping at Ashwell and Morden, Royston, Mildreth, Shepworth, Foxton and Cambridge. So yeah, if you haven't already, do make sure that you do subscribe so you don't miss out on that. And if you have enjoyed today's video, please do show your appreciation by clicking that like button. It helps the video do a little bit better, and it's a surefire way of making sure that you see more train sim stuff on the channel. There we go, Baldock. It's all gone well so far, hasn't it? Pretty much. 1 or 2 glitches aside. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I shall see you all next time. Cheerio! Goodbye for now.